Greetings. I am here at an abandoned naval airbase. This airfield began operations in the 1940s during World War II, but ceased in 1997 when it was closed. Most of the airfield's land has been repurposed into apartments, parks, and other sporting fields, and a lot of redevelopment is still taking place right now. The only two buildings that remain are two watchtowers set about 50 yards apart. Most of the area, though, is just empty space where there's still some old tarmac and markings from the old airbase that you can still see. To get to these two watchtowers, you have to walk through a whole field, go up into the woods a little bit, follow a bit of a path. You can see one of them peeking out as you approach, but the other one is set back in another 50 or so yards. It really is a cool place. Obviously it's adorned with graffiti, as most abandoned places are, but it definitely gives you a sort of eerie, an eerie feeling knowing that these once served for military vehicles and aircrafts. So here we are at the more set back building. This one has kind of a moat. I don't know if water is supposed to be here, but it is now. And there's a walkway to an old door, but that is very, very well padded shut. There's just a circular path around the side. If there was going to be any way to get up to the top, I guess it would be there, unless inside there's still a staircase. I doubt it though, but you'd have to have some bravery to try to get up on those platforms. I don't know how solid they would be after all these years. I do love the graffiti, but I wish when people were done they wouldn't just throw their stuff in the woods. They should just take it with them. But the artwork is pretty cool. I did run into a group of people who were here when I first arrived, and they were trying to get up on this lower level. I don't know if you'd have access to the tower if you did get up on the lower roof, but they were trying and they failed. All right, here we are at the first tower again. I really wonder how someone does artwork like up on the side like that. They have to either like rappel themselves down from the top or have something to stand up that tall, or maybe there was just an 8-foot person who did that. I don't know. There is the ruins of something over here, the base of some other building. Just a concrete base in the woods. Some other concrete things over here. I really wish there was an easier way inside, but you're gonna have some serious climbing skills if you plan on making it to the top here. So yeah, the first one is right here. There's the path that I came in on. And the other one is just back there. Pretty interesting. I don't know why they'd have two watchtowers so close, but fair enough. It's also interesting to think why they would decide to keep these or not knock them down with the rest of the buildings that did get knocked down. But who knows? I have seen pictures online of people who were able to get up top. I'm not entirely sure if that's possible. You'd have to have a rope or something to hoist yourself up because the outside has been completely barricaded. There's nothing significantly big you can get on top of to get up on the roofs, but it is possible, I'm pretty sure. Not for me though, I don't think. I've taken some pictures with my camera and I'll be showing them throughout the video. There definitely is an interesting feeling being here alone, but there's really no one else around. The outsides are completely barricaded, so I know that there's no squatters or anyone living outside that would be threatening. So I would recommend, if you know this location, to come check it out. It's definitely a really cool feeling to come see these buildings in person. On my way out of the facility, I ran into some locals who were collecting deer bones. You guys do a big loop?
We're collecting bones from the, what's it called? Train tracks. We have a bunch of deer bones now.
Whoa,
Yep.
Interesting, nice. Very interesting people. Sitting here editing this video, I'm just wondering what those people plan to do with all the deer bones they had. They really had a substantial amount of deer bones. I can understand maybe taking a skull home. I guess that's kind of a cool decoration, but they had a lot of bones. I don't know what their plans were with these bones, but nonetheless, shout out to them and shout out to you if you're still here watching. I know this was a short one, but unfortunately there just wasn't too much to film there with the buildings being locked shut, but I have some upcoming videos coming soon in the works. I'm gonna do my best to post weekly to this channel. I don't know how consistent I'll be with that, but that is my goal. I have a banger plan next week. You're not gonna wanna miss it. 24-hour deer bone collection challenge. It's gonna be crazy. But until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.